Florida has charged and is in the process of arresting 20 individuals across the state for voter fraud.
By overwhelmingly popular vote, the state of Florida amended their constitution to allow felons who are out of jail and have paid their debt to society to regain the vote. Florida's legislators, who are overwhelmingly Republican, then voted down the amendment, which was popular even amongst their own constituents. Since Florida has no centralized voting database, they couldn't keep track of the felons who asked for and received or were sent voting registration cards by the state.
These individuals arrested was in some way or another given assurances by the state that they were in fact able to vote, able to register to vote. The onus is on the state to determine whether or not an individual is eligible or not. And when these individuals actually reached out to the state, or in some cases the state reached out to them to encourage them to register to vote, once they did that and they were able to participate in an election, guess what? Now they're getting arrested.
Even though these former felons were fully reinstated by the state of Florida and had every legal right to vote, which they did, 20 of them today were arrested by Ron DeSantis in a raid on illegal, fraudulent voters. So right in the middle of an election campaign, Ron DeSantis has thrown thousands of people's votes who are registered and approved by the state into question. So now former felons in Florida who have reapplied and been reinstated for the vote by the state of Florida, run by Ron DeSantis, now must think, if I do participate in the election, will I be arrested for fraud? And let's not kid ourselves here. We know which party the vast majority of those felons will be voting for. Ron DeSantis is a proponent of using a well-proven fascist tactic where he includes legislation or budgets in his platforms to gain the fence voters from the Democratic side, then removes them to great fanfare from his Republican base after he's approved. In essence, Ron DeSantis sets up voters and constituents of his state and then pulls the rug out for them to score political points with his base. And that, my friends, is fascism.